Queen Medusa has returned, this time with the imposing strength of a 5-star Dou Zun. Her arrival sets the stage for the full-blown Dou Zun melee at Xuanhuang Fortress. As the long-awaited episode 158 of Battle Through the Heavens unfolds, fans are treated to a cascade of surprises. One of them? Congratulations are in order for Bodong, who has finally broken through to the Dou Zong realm. And with that advancement, he can now unleash a devastating move. 9 ice dragons in one strike. But amidst the chaos, a darker figure emerges. Shi Tian from the Lion Ming Sect. Despite being just a 6-star Dou Zun, this arrogant old man has the audacity to covet Medusa, Xiao Yan's wife. But his boldness isn't without reason. It's revealed that Shi Tian has powerful backing from none other than the Soul Palace, which explains his inflated confidence. The Battle of Xuanhuang Fortress officially ignites, marking the seamless continuation of the 4th arc of the annual Doupo Kangchong saga. To save his beloved Medusa, Xiao Yan doesn't hesitate. He personally leads a force of 30 Dou Zun powerhouses to the fortress. But before making this daring move, he must first elevate his own strength. His goal? Reach the peak of the 8-star Dou Zun realm by fusing 3 powerful bloodlines. After learning about the dire situation of the Xiao clan, Xiao Xuan personally escorts Xiao Yan to the blood pool and begins the process of helping him replace his bloodline. Xiao Yan remains submerged in the blood pool for 12 days, successfully completing the blood replacement procedure. But then, Xiao Xuan takes the next, most crucial step. He sacrifices the last remnant of blood power within his body, slowly infusing it into Xiao Yan. However, as he performs this transfer, Xiao Xuan senses something unexpected. Hidden deep within Xiao Yan's body is a trace of dragon and phoenix bloodline, an incredibly rare and legendary top-tier lineage. Astonished by this discovery, Xiao Xuan makes a bold and unprecedented decision. He asks Xun'er to offer a trace of her divine blood, thus enabling Xiao Yan to fuse 3 supreme bloodlines into one. The process is painstaking and slow. It takes Xiao Yan a year and a half to fully merge and absorb the 3 bloodlines, but the payoff is tremendous. With the fusion complete, his cultivation base skyrockets, placing him firmly at the peak of 8-star Dou Zun, an elite among elites. Now it's time for Xiao Yan to leave the heavenly tomb and bid farewell to Xiao Xuan. But before he departs, he must resolve unfinished business. Hun Ya and Hun Li. Both are at the Dou Zun level, but even together, they're no match for the newly empowered Xiao Yan. In a matter of moments, he crushes them decisively. Upon exiting the tomb, Hun Lin arrives only to discover the tragic deaths of Hun Ya and Hun Li. Consumed by rage, he attempts to capture Xiao Yan, but Elder Tongshuan intervenes just in time. This is the ancient world after all, and a mere half-saint of the Soul clan cannot afford to stir up too much trouble here. After Hun Lin's departure, Xiao Yan has a late-night conversation with his wife Xun'er. Taking the opportunity, he confesses that Medusa is pregnant. But instead of anger, Xun'er surprises him. She already knew, and rather than scold him, she rewards him, saying it's good that he had the courage to admit his mistake. Sadly, just as things begin to look up, Gu Yuan once again appears at the worst possible moment, interrupting the couple's brief reprieve. The next day, Xiao Yan sets off for Xingyun Pavilion, invitation in hand, for the upcoming clan ceremony of the Medicine Clan. But trouble awaits. Xiao Yixian and Qing Lin had returned to the pavilion earlier than expected, a sign that something urgent had happened. Upon arriving at Xingyun Pavilion, Xiao Yan learns the full scope of the problem. Yao Chen informs him that the Yan alliance has been thrown into disarray. The Lion Ming Sect, emboldened by the Soul Palace's backing, is moving to annex the alliance. In response, Xiao Yixian and Qing Lin have already gone back to support the defense. To ensure the alliance's survival, Yao Chen takes decisive action. As a newly promoted half-saint, his prestige has attracted many powerful Dou Zun to join as guest elders. Yao Chen handpicks the strongest reinforcements, 3 elite Dou Zun brothers from the Hu family, each one at the 8-star level. Xiao Yan also chooses 20 powerful foreign Dou Zun, the weakest among them still at 3-star. Along with 10 veteran elders from Xingyun Pavilion, Xiao Yan departs once more, this time at the head of a formidable force of 30 Dou Zun strongmen. But by the time Xiao Yan arrives at the northwest continent, The battle at Xuanhuang Fortress has already begun. To his dismay, the situation is far worse than expected. The Lion Ming Sect commands 30 Dou Zun fighters, while the Flame Alliance has only one major powerhouse, Queen Medusa, now a 5-star Dou Zun. Aside from her, the Alliance has only 10 low-level Dou Zun at most. The odds are grim, and it's painfully clear the Flame Alliance is outmatched. Bodong, one of the Alliance's main forces, has finally achieved the Dou Zong realm. He can now summon 9 ice dragons in a single strike. But even this incredible feat isn't enough. In the face of so many Dou Zun opponents, a Dou Zong simply doesn't have the power to turn the tide. Once the battle erupts, Medusa wastes no time. She confronts Shi Tian head-on. Although Shi Tian is a 6-star Dou Zun and technically stronger in cultivation, he doesn't unleash his full strength. His goal isn't victory, it's possession. He wants Medusa for himself. At the most critical moment, Xiao Yan finally arrives on the battlefield. His presence instantly shifts the momentum. With overwhelming power, Xiao Yan forces out Mo Yu Tian Zun, another fearsome 8-star Dou Zun. But even Mo Yu, with all his might, is no match. In the end, Xiao Yan kills him outright, eliminating one of the Soul Palace's key powerhouses. With Medusa safe and his forces assembled, Xiao Yan's return marks the turning point in the war for Xuanhuang Fortress. And just like that, the tides of war have shifted once more. With Xiao Yan's return, Medusa protected, and the enemy shaken, the battlefield at Xuanhuang Fortress is far from calm. But one thing is certain, the Flame Alliance will not fall without a fight. What did you think of Xiao Yan's terrifying leap in power? And how do you feel about the growing tension between the Yan Alliance and the Soul Palace? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss another deep dive into Battle Through the Heavens. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode of Dou Qi Legend.